Hi everybody. So I have sold quite a few clients some Botanical foundation recently. So I just wanted to do a quick video for Botanical Foundation 101. It's a learning curve to use. It's a professional product, so it's not like consumer foundation, so you really don't need a lot. The first most important thing is skin prep. So I'm putting Sotox under my eyes just so they aren't dry. And you can put Sotox all over your face. A lot of people do, but if you're acne prone like I am, I wouldn't recommend it. It has Sanji mushroom in it, and mushroom doesn't get along with acne. It aggravates it, so don't use it all over your face if you're acne prone. But under my eyes is perfect for me. It helps. It's our lightening, brightening, and tightening is what we call it. So it gets rid of fine lines and wrinkles. It brightens any age spots or sunspots. My mom has had a lot of success with that. And it just overall tightens your face and makes it look more plump. And then Must Do oil, I'm going to put kind of all over my face. I'm normally pretty oily for a skin type, but lately I've been more on the drier side. So if you're really oily, you still want to moisturize when you use this product, but I wouldn't use the face oil. But if you are on the drier side, you definitely want something like Must Do before you put your foundation on. Just because our foundation is wax-based, so it sits on the skin and mimics what the skin looks like. So if you're dry and flaky, your foundation's gonna look dry and flaky. So you want good skin prep before you put your foundation on. And I should have come prepared for this video. Just one second. All right, there we go. Okay, so there are different ways that you can put your foundation on. I'm gonna put some, oh, that's my makeup finish. Where's my primer? Okay, first base makeup primer. If you use a primer, it helps your makeup stay on better. Over time, this primer, it has vitamins and minerals in it, so it's going to improve your skin and help lessen the appearance of fine lines and pores over time, because it's like a skincare product. With our foundation, you do not want to use a silicone primer, because silicone and then wax foundation on top of it, it's gonna slip and it does not work well together. So if you use a silicone primer, don't use that with our foundation. I'm going to start with my Blenderful sponge. That has the perfect shape. It's pointy on one side, it's flat on one side, and then you have the rounded. And it's actually like velvety smooth. This texture is gonna make you look like you have an airbrush finish. So I just put it in my foundation. This is my foundation. It's shade Shinto 0. Put it in, just give it a little twist. You do not need a lot. And make sure it's damp. It's kind of like dense and harder to smush when it's dry, so you want to use it damp. And then just kind of start putting it on your face and just bounce it around. You don't need a lot. And do you see like all my redness? I have freckles, I have hormonal acne like once a month, so I'm getting it right now. So this foundation is buildable. It's 50% pigment. Most consumer foundations are only 18 to 23% pigment. So you do not need a lot. I just used a tiny bit, and look at the coverage. No redness. You can barely see my freckles. I like to let them show through a little bit. If you don't want it to show at all, if you have freckles or if you have hyperpigmentation or anything you're trying to hide, just keep going until you like the coverage that you see. It does not take a lot of product at all. So that's half of my face with the Blenderful sponge. We also have, and there are different ways to use this product based on your tool of choice. Our buffer brush is really good too. And it's really good if you want a little more coverage. So just put it in there, swirl it around, and just start swirling little circles around your face. Again, you do not need a lot of product. So it just depends on what you like to use tool-wise. I prefer the Blenderful because it gives me a little lighter coverage and it looks more airbrushed. This gives you fuller coverage, but you just need to make sure to buff it into your face so you don't have lines. If you go like that, you're gonna see lines in your foundation. Just buff it in. And then we also have one more way you can put it on. We have our giant powder brush that actually Kendra, my upline, decided to try one time. She was in a hurry for an appointment, dentist appointment, and she just grabbed her big fluffy brush, swirled it in the foundation. You don't need a whole lot. Do you see that? It's not like saturating the brush, it's just a little bit. And you just kind of quickly buff it all over your face. So that gives you really good coverage, but it's still a lighter way to put the foundation on. Yeah, there we go. So that's 3 ways to put our foundation on: damp beauty blender, buffer brush, or our large powder brush. And again, a little bit is needed. Most people's mistake is to use a lot because that's what they're used to with normal foundations. But you're not gonna like the way you look if you use too much. It might look too cakey to you. And this is wax-based. It's supposed to look like skin. So it doesn't look like I have anything cakey on my face, but the coverage is good. And also, if you're drier and you use the Must Do, you can see how it gives you like a glowy, dewy look. Sometimes, if I'm not too dry, I just like to put Must Do right here and then put my foundation on, and it gives you a really nice natural highlight. So I like that too. And then after, I didn't prepare for this video, use our white Perfect Pressed powder. And it looks white in the tin, but it's actually colorless, so it isn't going to alter the shade of your foundation. If you use like a translucent powder or a powder that has a little bit of a color to it, then it can alter your foundation shade and it won't look right. So yeah, just a light dusting. If you're drier, you probably don't need to use very much of it, just probably in your T-zone if you get a little oily there, but I wouldn't use it all over. So there's that, and I'm actually going to put on some bronzer. Oh, my brushes are all over. Here's my tapered brush. I'm just gonna use this. So just get a little bit of bronzer. I like to put it at my hairline. And a lot of people think bronzer is just for the summertime, but you can definitely wear bronzer in the winter as well. Since you put on foundation, you kind of make your whole face one shade, so you want to warm it back up a little bit. I just like to put a little bit on my cheeks, down under my jawline, and then down into my neck to blend it all together. And I'm gonna put on some blush. I'm gonna use Blush 3. That seems to be my go-to lately. It's kind of a corally pinky color and it has a little bit of gold shimmer to it. It isn't glittery, it's very finely milled, so you aren't gonna see sparkles on your face. But you'll see a little bit of light reflecting off of your blush. We do have some matte blushes. This is one of them, number 1. And our other matte blush is number 7, peachy, or peach something. So all of the rest of them are shimmers. All right, I already have my eyes done and my eyebrows done. I'm just gonna finish off my bottom lash line. I like to take a little bit of brownie points and just throw it under my lashes, just to define my lash line a little bit. And you don't have to be perfect with it because I also go in with a blending brush. Just kind of blend it out. You don't have to wear anything on the bottom, but I very rarely go without. I just feel like it completes my eye look. And then finish off with mascara. So if you have any questions about the Botanical foundation or any more tips and tricks that you would like to see about how to put it on, or any questions about it at all, let me know. And I'm finishing with our 10 Years Younger finishing spray. This is going to give you more of a dewy look if you're drier. But we also have Oil Strike finishing spray. So if you're oily, I definitely recommend that one. It's going to combat your oil all day and not let it come through and keep you looking more matte. So I think that is it. So yeah, if you have any questions about anything I used, please let me know. Skin prep is everything, so if you need help with recommendations for that, just let me know. And also, oh, I wanted to tell you that this is a cool fact I always talk about. Celebrities have been using this foundation for decades, or celebrity makeup artists for red carpet, Broadway, everything, on film. If you look at a movie, chances are that they're using this foundation, which is made by RCMA. It's the same formula, so you're getting very good quality, high pigmented products. Our shade in Porcelain, which I don't have by me right now, do I? No, I don't think I do, was actually made for Queen Amidala in Star Wars. So it was formulated for that role. So this is real deal, really good products. So if you have any questions, please let me know, and I'm going to be tagging a couple of you that just bought foundation recently in this video. So if you have questions, please reach out, comment, or send me a message, give me a call, let me know what you need help with. All right, see you later. Bye-bye.